Hey everyone, welcome back to class. Today we are breaking down two words that look similar but feel very different, outcome and consequence. So trust me, once you get the nuance, you will never mix them up again. So let's dive in. So let's talk about outcome first. An outcome is a result of an action, activity, or event. It can be good or bad, but the tone feels neutral or slightly positive. So when we use outcome, we are usually focusing on the final result without judging it. So it's like asking, so how did it go? So if your mom asks, what was the outcome of your exam? She isn't pressuring you. She's just asking about the final result. So I have some examples for you guys. So first, what was the outcome of your presentation? So this is an interrogative sentence and it follows a clear structure. So you start with the question word and then the verb to be. Here it's conjugated as was because we are using the simple past. And finally, the subject. So remember this pattern, interrogative, verb, subject. Okay, so here are some examples. How was the exam? What was your dream? When is your birthday? Okay, so now what was the outcome of your presentation? Simply focuses on the final result. It's neutral. It doesn't blame you whether the result was good or not. So once they find out the outcome, well, I don't know if they will flip out. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. So we are happy with the outcome of the project. So let's pause for a second here and look at this phrase. To be happy with. This is a really common expression and it simply means to feel satisfied with. So for example, I am happy with his promotion. I am happy with her new job. I'm happy that you are subscribing to my channel. Wait, are you though? If you are, drop a yes, yes, yes in the comment. Don't be shy. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. The outcome wasn't what we expected. So this is still neutral. No blame implied. So you might also hear the outcome wasn't what we predicted. So remember the difference. Expect is based on personal feelings or experience. Predict is based on data or trend. So they are not interchangeable. So now we have a consequence. A consequence is a result specifically caused by an action, usually with a negative tone. So it often feels like, because you did this happened. So we use consequence when there is a cause plus effect and often a warning or negative impact. So now let's talk about consequence. He ignored the rules and the consequence was a fine. So when you use the word ignore, it usually means you intentionally turn a blind eye to something, and the word consequence usually carries a negative tone, like I said. So you knew it was wrong, and now you are going to face a punishment as a result of your poor judgment. So, for example, you didn't do your homework. There will be consequences. You stole money. There will be consequences. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Poor planning can lead to serious consequences. So let's look at this expression, lead to. Here, the cause is the subject, poor planning, and the result is the object, serious consequences. So to in lead to is a preposition, so it must be followed by a noun or a gerund. So I have some examples for you guys. It can lead to a fight. A fight is a noun. Learning English with Mandy can lead to improving your English. Improving is a gerund. Do you agree with this sentence? If you do, then put a yes in the comment. Don't be shy. Okay, let's keep reading. If you don't sleep enough, there will be consequences. It means you might feel tired, unfocused at work, or even get sick if you don't sleep enough. So here sleep functions as a verb, but don't you hear people say, I had a good night's sleep? Yes, words can be both a verb and a noun. So look at these two pairs of sentences. You can see how one word can work as both a verb and a noun, depending on how it's used. So first, I cried a lot. Cried is a verb. Next, I had a good cry. Cry here functions as a noun. I walked for 1 hour. Walked here is a verb. It was a good walk. Walk here functions as a noun. So understanding this flexibility is super helpful because it practically doubles your vocabulary. So let's review the key differences. Just a reminder, outcome, neutral or positive, the final result, no judgment or blame. Consequence, usually negative, contains blame, warning. So I have questions for you guys. Drop the answers in the comment. Alright, that's it for today. Now you should be able to feel the difference between outcome and the consequence. If you have any confusing words, leave a comment below. I will cover them in the next video. Thanks for joining me and see you next time. Bye!